Field stands and set. Ready. Off and racing. Good line away. Mudich Boy began only fairly, but is going to drive across and press for the lead with Strictly Cash. BOAB Boy was into stride smartly. American Songbook is up there soon after the start, just in front of Federation Rocks. Bondi's Future, then One Punch from the inside, had no speed. It drops out with Eurotime, and towards the tail is See You at the Session. Mudich Boy had too much pace eventually and burned them off and has gone to the lead now by a length and a half to Strictly Cash. BOAB Boy third. Around them going forward now, Bondi's Future. It's now tugging its way around them in a compacted field, 3 deep without cover. American Songbook is down near the rail. In the middle is Federation Rocks, and away from the fence comes One Punch, followed further back Eurotime and See You at the Session. It's a compact lot in the home straight. Mudich Boy stoked up, leads the way. BOAB Boy though is hotly in pursuit. They drop off Strictly Cash and Bondi's Future further back, but it's BOAB Boy racing up, grabbing Mudich Boy down to the 120. BOAB Boy by 3/4 to Mudich Boy. BOAB Boy going better than Mudich Boy. Down the outside, Bondi's Future, Federation Rocks, but it's BOAB Boy. BOAB Boy was too good, beat Mudich Boy home. Down the outside, it was a good tussle for third between Bondi's Future, Federation Rocks. In behind those next, Strictly Cash, American Songbook, followed then by One Punch. See You at the Session next home, and trailing them all in is Eurotime. Continues to hold its very good form for Brett Pope. Matty Derrick lands a double. Too good for them, BOAB Boy. The Session's gelding. That's 2 wins now from his last 4 runs. 2 wins, 2 seconds. So Brett Pope has certainly found the key to BOAB Boy, and the 4-year-old in the peak of his form at the moment, beating Mudich Boy, Victoria Corva. Got back to showing some of that dazzling speed this afternoon, leading them. And Federation Rocks might have got the bob there over Bondi's Future in a keen tussle for third. Here are the interim numbers coming to hand. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 7 the placings, and a length and a quarter, 3/4 official margins. They ran 1, 12, 4, 6. And opening up with a 34.99 last 600 there. BOAB Boy by Sessions from the Commands mare Therese for G and Mrs. C.L. Newman. A.P. Newman, Mrs. R. Newman, R. Bright, Mrs. L.F. Bright, A. Hill, Mrs. D. Hill, J. Smith, N. Yates, I. Willis, Ms. J. Winsbury Willis, K. Palmer, and Miss S. Doik and J. Randall. Matty Derrick with the second leg of a double. Second, Mudich Boy by Dissident from Across the Moon, trained by Hayden Ballantyne, handled by Victoria Corva. Federation Rocks is by Piero from Whistle Baby. Brandon Louis, the rider for Team Ganjemi. Nice win though, once again by BOAB Boy, and never really looked in danger over the last 200. Amelia Park Handicap Race 5, 2100 the journey. No changes to come there at 5:25, 1, 6, 3 and 7. Super Romney to make it a hat-trick today. From 6, come a little bit closer. 3, Awesome Chatter, and 7, Kerman Rock. As we go downstairs now, and we'll catch up with Lockie in the yard.
Thanks, Darren. A really nice win about BOAB Boy, Brett Pope and Matty Derrick combining, and both our boys down here in the mounting yard, Scott and Michael, both really keen on the chances of BOAB Boy. Winning trainer Brett Pope is just catching up with Matty Derrick and getting a winning photo after the winner BOAB Boy, but a really nice win and another nice controlled ride from Matty Derrick. Just kept the horse out in clear air, out of trouble, and from there presented at the top of the straight like a horse that was travelling into the race really nicely, and from there did a really good job. I'll catch up with Brett Pope now. Brett, nice win by our boy. He's still only lightly raced, but it looks like he's really putting it together this campaign.
Yeah, no, it was a good ride by Matty, because I said it can be a hard work to ride. He over races a fair bit sometimes. You know, bummer for Lucy, she couldn't ride today. She got suspended on him, but yeah, no, it was good to get another win for him.
The fact that he can be a little hard going at times, we're always pleased to see Matty in clear air, ensuring that she didn't get herself in a tricky position throughout.
Yeah, I said he'll jump and put himself there. Just do not kick him out, you know, otherwise you won't get him back underneath you. Just let him come out neutral and, yeah, just sort of try to rate him from there.
He broke his maiden over 1,300 metres, today's win over 1,200. The fact that he can be a little hard going, will you just keep him to these shorter trips?
I think so. At this stage anyway, he's very clean-winded, like he'll probably run a mile, but I don't think his head's ready to run a mile, so we'll just keep him to the short races and hopefully contain him.
Passeran in the next, I know 80 to 1. Any hope at all to run into a place at least?
He's probably more suited to Narrogin next week.
Sounds like a plan. Well done here.
Thank you.
There's Brett Pope with a very honest assessment on his horse in the next, but here's Matty Derrick in super form.
Well, we had Matty Derrick on the radio this morning, Matty, and it looked like you had a good book on paper, and that's the way it's turning out.
Yeah, so far so good. They've all run really, really nice races so far, so hopefully we can keep going.
Brett was just saying to Lockie that this horse can be a bit tricky to ride from time to time. What was he like today?
He was actually very pleasant. He was very quiet on the way to the gates, and I was a little bit concerned. I thought, oh, maybe he's not on the game today. But once he jumped out, he was beautiful and relaxed, and he got a little bit unlucky. That one popped us out 3 deep, but he was actually being quite tractable.
It's probably in the end not a bad thing for him because he got a nice flow into it.
Yeah, that's it. He never had to stop-start. He just got into a nice rhythm and just rolled along. So I think that's the way he's happy to be ridden, and I was happy that he got the job done today.
Speaking of horses that like to roll along, you're on Kerman Rock in the next.
Yeah, he'll roll along and give a good sight in front, so looking forward to it.
And the race after, Snazzler has to be a big chance.
Yeah, I think so, for sure. His last run was huge, so hopefully he can get the job done too.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There's Matty Derrick bringing up a double this time. She's combining with Brett Pope and BOAB Boy to take out race number 4 here at Belmont Park.